Hey, my name is Emily Parker. This is the story of how my narcissist ex tried to destroy my life, but ended up exposing himself in front of everyone. When I first met Daniel, he seemed perfect, charming, confident, the kind of guy who could walk into a room and make everyone laugh. I thought I had hit the jackpot, but what I didn't realize was that charm was just a mask hiding someone manipulative, selfish, and cruel. At the start, everything felt like a dream. He would compliment me constantly, buy me little gifts, and make me feel like I was the most important person in his world. But slowly, things started to change. His compliments turned into backhanded remarks. His attention turned into control. If I didn't answer his texts instantly, he accused me of ignoring him. If I went out with friends, he guilt-tripped me for abandoning him. I didn't see it back then, but he was isolating me, pulling me away from my friends, my family, and anyone who could remind me of my worth. And whenever I confronted him, he always flipped the script. Suddenly, I was the crazy one. I was overreacting. I was too sensitive. It was exhausting. But like so many people trapped in toxic relationships, I kept hoping he would change. Spoiler, he didn't. He only got worse. The final straw came when I caught him, texting another girl at 2 a.m. When I confronted him, he smirked and said, "If you were enough for me, I wouldn't need anyone else." That line broke something inside me. For the first time, I stopped believing his lies and started seeing him for who he really was. I broke up with him that night. I thought I was finally free, but I was wrong, because that's when his real revenge began. After the breakup, Daniel couldn't stand the idea that I had walked away. Narcissists hate losing control, and in his twisted mind, I had humiliated him. So, he started a smear campaign against me. First, he told our mutual friends that I was obsessed with him, that I was the one who cheated, that I was unstable and dangerous. At first, I thought no one would believe him, but he was so convincing, so good at twisting words, that some people actually started to distance themselves from me. Then he took it further. He started spreading rumors at work. Yes, my workplace. He sent fake screenshots of texts, pretending to be me, saying things I would never say. My manager even called me into his office once, because Daniel had emailed him, pretending to be an anonymous tip, claiming I was stealing from the company. It was humiliating. Every time I thought I had escaped, he found a new way to drag me back into his chaos. I felt powerless, angry, alone. But here's the thing about narcissists. They always overplay their hand. They get so drunk on their own lies that they leave cracks in their stories. And I was determined to find those cracks and make the truth shine through. So, I started gathering evidence. Every rumor he spread, I wrote down. Every fake screenshot, I compared with my real phone records. Every lie he told, I kept receipts. Slowly, piece by piece, I built a case. Not just to defend myself, but to expose him for what he really was. The opportunity came sooner than I expected. A close friend of mine, one of the few who still believed me, invited me to a big get-together. Daniel was going to be there too. At first, I didn't want to go, but then I realized this was my chance to show everyone his true face. That night, the atmosphere was tense. Daniel walked in, all smiles, acting like he was the victim. I stayed quiet, biding my time, and then, right when he started another story about how crazy I was, I pulled out my phone. I showed everyone the real screenshots. The proof of his late-night cheating. The proof that the texts he had spread were fakes. The proof that he had even emailed my boss under a fake identity. The room went silent. Daniel's face turned pale, then red. He tried to laugh it off, tried to spin another lie, but it was too late. The mask had finally slipped. Everyone could see him for who he was. A manipulative narcissist who had gone way too far. The humiliation on his face was priceless. For once, He was the one cornered. He was the one who had no control. And me. I felt lighter than I had in years. In the end, I didn't just get my life back. I got justice. Daniel lost his credibility, his friends, and even his job when I shared the evidence with his boss. And me? I learned one of the most important lessons of my life. Never let a narcissist convince you that you're powerless. Because the truth is always stronger than their lies. So, if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you know how draining and destructive they can be. But remember this: patience, evidence, and courage can turn the tables. What do you think? Was this revenge satisfying enough? If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-life revenge stories, and tell me in the comments, have you ever dealt with a narcissist like Daniel?